I can't help it. It's going to be a flashbang, yeah. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Flashbang out. Bang. There it is. I'm sorry, dude. Alright. I'm going to read it to you, chat. I'm just that nice. I am blind! I'm sorry, Flackle. But you deserve it, you fucker. You're the index patient, so you get blamed for everything even though you're a victim and had no knowledge. Actually, it's Kat who's the asshole. We knew that bitch was infected, and she locked Villain outside to get infected. Listen, we got to talk about Leandri as the perfect second command under Fraggle because she's sweet and unassuming, but the moment that she gets an opportunity, she's going to stab you. Fraggle, I think you've picked a great protege, honestly. All right. Tourism is a mechanic by which outside Sims come to your city to visit unique buildings, monuments, parks and plazas, park areas, and spend money in your commercial districts. I don't have any actual commercialized districts up. Even though it's a commercial hub, I've named it that. It is a district. It is not a commercial district, or it is not a commercial specialization. I probably need to give it some kind of commercial specialization to make it effective, but let me look at this first. Tourism can be a substantial source of tax income, but can also create traffic problems if not managed correctly. Stop. Tourists can enter a city through many transportation types, but when you start a game, you will have access to the highway only. Tourists will visit all cities, but their numbers are dedicated or decided by how attractive your city is. Attractiveness is raised by high land value and unique buildings. The average city attractiveness value is shown in the city info panel and the tourism info view. Land value can be increased by building parks and plazas, which also help zoned buildings in the city to level up. In addition to this, the great maintenance policy for airport areas can increase land value within the boundaries of the airport. Upon reaching certain goals and milestones, various unique buildings become available in the menu and you can place them in your city. They are a popular location for many of your citizens, but they also draw in tourists and increase happiness of citizens living near it. It's often a good idea to make sure unique buildings have a good public transport connections, so roads around them won't get too busy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of service roads for different things like that. So if you're going to put a mall, have a service road that breaks off of the main roads and then goes around the mall. There we go. Oh, you got puppy hiccups. Oh no, I'm so jealous. There we go. Let's see. Upon reaching, oh no, we've done that one. Okay. Tourists can also come to your city to see sights and shop. This can greatly increase your tax income because tax is paid for every unit of goods sold. It also means that tourists want to get to your commercial areas, and transportation should be designed to make it easy as possible for them to do so. I think we have a fairly robust city transport network. Tourists can come to the city by ship, airplane, train, intercity bus, the space elevator monument, or with their own car. For tourists that come in by means other than their own car, public transport is very important, right? The better tourists can get around, the more money they tend to spend in your city. The key is to earn and build unique buildings to draw in tourists, then provide them with good transportation options inside the city to keep them there. Large amounts of tourists can also create traffic jams if they use their own cars instead of public transport, so you can avoid a lot of problems by giving them the means to move around easily. Tourists also have different wealth values, which is low, medium, and high. This can be visible in-game by clicking on the person. The more money they have, the longer they will stay in the city since they will go to more parks and commercial buildings. Okay, the tourism specialization can help boost tourism. Good. For the tourism commercial specialization, which we do have some of these that I want to put in the commerce district that we have at the center of our main downtown area so far. For the tourism commercial specialization, see tourism specialization. Okay, so I do want to look at that. We can see it in game, but I do want to take a look at it. Let me pop my game over since we're basically there. I should start thinking of making a metro system. I'm not planning actually to make a metro system. I'm going to rely on my buses. We will be building a second downtown over on a different area, but I don't want to use the metro on this area. Maybe one metro stop. But we're going to have metro. I think metro might be the island to island connection where there's 1 or 2 metro stops on every island max. We'll probably have one at the commercial district and probably one in the middle of the the downtown high density residential to serve as many people as possible. We'll see. Tourism specialization districts should literally be built in your tourist districts where tourists arrive, where they go, and where it looks good, the beach. They are hotels, which get Sims to stay in your city longer so they aren't traveling back and forth. Okay. For the outside connections to your city constantly. This way tourists are trapped in the city. Yeah, we do want to make tourist traps. Alright, tourists. Walking and sightseeing bus tours may draw tourists to your city. Place stops next to point of interest for the most effect. If a walking tour is too long, it'd be less attractive. The ticket price of sightseeing bus lines may be adjusted in the line's detail. Yeah, I'm thinking that I make the tourist bus the only, like, paid for tourism that you have there. Let's go ahead and swap over to the video game, by the way. We're just paused right now. We're not actually doing anything with it. We might as well be there. Let me take a look at the tourism page. Ah, okay, so this is a bit more than I anticipated, so let's do this. Hold on. Do we have any hotels? Not that I know of. I'm hoping that this will explain how to do it. Commercial specializations. I'm going to look at tourism. The tourism specialization dictates commercial zones to serve the tourists by providing hotel... Oh, it changes the types of... I see. So this is how you get to... Oh, good. Yes, this is what I want at the commercial hub. I do want the... Okay, so hold on. Let's bring this down for a second. I want to show you now that we're able to get into the city. So you know how we left half of the commercial hub, the Suckfoot commercial hub. Half of it was left as low density. I want to make that high density commercial tourism specifically. And then this side can just stay regular high-density commercial because we do need actual high-density commercial. We probably need more too, but I want to save that for over here, which is our second downtown area. So that's how we get hotel districts. And I honestly want to go ahead and do that. We have all the DLCs, so we're able to do it. Commercial is going to be for tourism. I'm going to... Oh, okay. So I'm going to make 3 districts here. One, and they're going to overlap, although I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, Freckle, I don't know if you saw it, but I want to show you. We found seawalls, and we used Anarchy to be able to place them in nicely. Look at these terraces. Freckle. It's beautiful. I'm so happy with how this has turned out, and I want to do a lot more of this. Like, over here is sort of like my crown jewel of fucked up infrastructure that ends up kind of looking cool in the end. This is the one area that definitely looks like a City Skylines game and not a real city, you know? And I'm very happy with the terraces. Bill, and I want you to know that as much as this is the Rion training yard, you work here. This is where Villain works. Look at her. That's just literally Villain. So anyway, she's got a brand new Rion just hanging out. And this is a horse trail. This whole park is designed so that we have horse trails around here. And you can walk it and bike it if you want, but the horse trails are there. Really is the main attraction. We even have walking tours we set up, and we're trying to set up tourism in the city, mostly because I want more standard income. I don't want to rely on this just to stay above water. We've been kind of floating at the even mark for a while, so we're looking at tourism. And we've got walking tours basically as guide routes throughout the park here, and each of the parks have basically their own guide routes to get them to and from different points of interest. I'm very excited about it. Wait, why am I a pony? Ask Yiz, dude. Okay, then we have one tour bus that goes around the main city into the commercial hub and connects up to the train station, but I don't know that we need to connect up to that one because tourists that arrive from over here should be able to take a tour as well. I think we're gonna have one tour loop here and then one tour loop that goes there and connects into the commercial hub, and I think that's basically all it does. But anyway, I wanna set this up as 3 or 2 districts. We're gonna have the Suckfoot commercial hub, and then we're gonna have the Suckfoot commodities district or something like that. We can go ahead and get rid of this too. I think we just get rid of and replace this one. But we're gonna go make a second district. We're gonna cut a different one in here, and it's not hard to do. I'm going to start with a small one, and we're just going to do basic district. In fact, I probably want to cut this one out. Let me just cut this right half off. Cut this right half off, because I want those buildings to end up being hotel and leisure. And I do want it to include the center of the square. I want this left side here to be an actual commercial district. And we can call this, like... It's not the commercial hub, it really isn't. You know, we can call this the leisure hub, we can call this the tourist trap hub, like whatever it is. Let's do this. We have a park area. No, I want just like a regular district. I don't want to erase district. I just want like a regular fucking district. Oh, there it is. I don't know why that was so hard to find. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and carve it in. And we're going to put it in all in these areas because then it makes it really clean. We're going to come in and clean this up again later to make it, you know, the really, really nice, nicely divided, clean cut. Because we have some policies that funnel all... Oh, what am I doing? That funnel all of the traffic onto the main road. And we do that by saying that there can be no through traffic on these roads as part of the district. So this means that our residential areas are not getting through traffic. All of our traffic is put into our more sort of arterial walkways or driveways. So now we're going to come through and cut these out. Just trim them up. So if the roads here are considered part of any district, then the traffic theoretically won't be able to come through here at all. We want this to be the area that all the traffic gets funneled into. So we're making sure that these roads remain out of any district, but it also gives us these really beautiful borders, which is the other reason that I do this. Yeah, these Frackle horse emotes are fantastic. Okay, here we go. Nice. Looking good. We're going to trim this up. And then I think I'm honestly going to leave this center. You know what? No, I'm not. God, it kind of does need to stay center, but... I feel like we can have this... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck off, dude. I think I do want the inside of this area to be part of the tourism district. However, I don't want this. I want it to just be like that, and that's enough. And then we gotta cut this out again. God damn it, dude. I'm angry. There we go. Yeah, I think that ends up being a nice division. That's about what I'm looking for. This song sounds like it was written by a goose. I don't know why I think that, but I do. Okay, we're gonna look at this as suckfuck. Honestly, this is just gonna be the business, you know, the business nexus or something like that. You know, business center. The suckfuck business center, and then over here we're gonna have the, you know, tourism center, and I think we could do that. I think there needs to be an area that's going to be for leisure, but I don't know if it's going to be here. I do want to go ahead and now put in the commercial tourism specialization. Leisure is going to be specializes in leisure activities that have more vibrant nightlife. Oh, this is the red light district. Ah, okay. So I want to put a red light district sort of in here. This was meant to be sort of... I feel like this would be a great place to do it. Why don't we do leisure on the other side, and then we do like actual commercial that isn't these two? We put them in and amongst the residentials. Like down in here could be some more high density commercial. Maybe what we could do is a tourism center down here so that because we do have some high density commercial in the center of that. Those could be hotels. Like this could be a small motel over here. We make this entire southwest quarter into the policies. There's one that helps with tourism. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Okay, I honestly think that we keep this one as... I'll look at policies in a minute. For now, I think that I'm going to take that off. I think I'm going to put nightlife. I feel like it's got to be here. And I feel like I almost want to take some of the residential out to put more commercial in. We could use both, but... recreational use? I don't know if I want to add that. I'm going to have to look at that more. Yeah, we've got organic and local produce over here in this one, and that's why we have the businesses that we have. I also think that it could probably be good to have those kinds of businesses over here. This seems like the kind of place that would have that kind of specialization. You know, the farmers markets and stuff. These people on Apollo Heights seem like they care about that shit. Cocoa Terrace, you're not by the farms. These guys are like right by the farms. I think it would make sense for us to have that specialization there. Maybe in the Northwest Estates because they've got the horse park up there, Horse Girl Park. I don't want to over-specialize because I do want there to be generalities, and I think that keeping it the way we have is good. I do want to take a look at the office specializations here. This one is an IT cluster. Fuck it, Apollo Square is our IT cluster. If we need more offices than that, then that'll be fine. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get the terrace set up here. That's gonna be incredible. Once we have the terrace on Apollo Square, holy shit. Because I think we can add space back here to be able to put more buildings on this side and that side. Maybe not this side. We'd have buildings and there'd be no room for a wall here, a retainer wall. I think just put the wall there. Let these guys know they're inferior. They probably work there, honestly. Are there residential specializations? I want to take a look at that. These are industrial. I'm just going to mark it as farming industrial, and I don't know if I need to do that. There are residential. Oh, self-sufficient buildings. You know, right by the IT cluster, this sounds like a great opportunity. So what's the problem with this? Consumes less electricity, produces less garbage, and it makes less income. They pay less taxes. I feel like the hipsters would love this shit. Hold on, let's give that to the hipsters. They love that shit. Diamond Park is a small district. I like the idea that we have this for the hipsters. They would love locally grown produce as well. This is the kind of neighborhood that honestly I would like to live in. We've called them the hipsters, but it's unironically like the best place in town to live. You have access to one of the coolest parks. You're high above. You're close to the commercial district without being in it. You're really kind of in the middle of everything without being in the middle of everything. It's the best sort of low density area. It's got really nice amenities to it. This is probably the actual best little neighborhood development area. If, you know, as far as quality of living goes, this probably is like the best place in town. I wouldn't be surprised. We keep shitting on Diamond Park, but it's actually the best place. Unironically, the kind of living that hipsters want turns out to be a pretty good quality of living. I'm really tempted to start adding service roads here for buses. I'm really thinking about adding a parallel 2-lane road and make it, well, one-way roads. One-way 2 lanes. I'd love to have a one-way 1 lane. I'd love to have a one-way 1 lane. I don't think it exists, though. But, like, just seriously, man, getting this 2-lane... one way really nice with trees that cuts down on noise pollution, and there's no stopping for through traffic as you go through here. We'd have to cut off some of these buildings. It would be along this. We'd have to make some major adjustments here, or we just simply make this to a 6-lane. We haven't, and that's a big reason that we haven't built up against this for the most part. There are a couple places where we kind of could only maybe fit something in there, but this can be moved. I've left these for 2 reasons. I don't want traffic coming in and out of this road specifically. I want traffic going in and out of these side roads that then filter into it, right? But also because if I had to expand this road to a 6-lane, like I really want to get, I think this one to a 6. Everything around the Suckfuck tourism zone, I think I want to get to a 6-lane, though it would push these back. Maybe these corners would not be possible anymore. I'd only push it back 1 unit though, and we have that space. I think we could do that. And then have this as a vertical that becomes a 6-lane as well, which we already have service roads. We'd be able to expand this, no problem. I'd have to get rid of the trolley buses, though. I need to get a drink, y'all. My throat's hurting. Hold on. BRB. Ah. Quick, post memes. Post cock chat. I want to see. There we go. Okay. I really kind of want to save and just see what the upfront damage would be if we tried to build that stuff. You know? Okay, so let's take a look. We've got some of that in there. We've got policies now, which obviously the tourism center, we want to take any policies that are pro-tourism. So let's move this over. So can we move this over? We can, of course. All right, services. No, recreational boost, says June. Slightly increases tax income, moderately increases tourism. Slightly reduces crime rate, increases police budget by 15%. I don't think that's going to be a problem here, to be honest. I think that's fine. Parks and recreation. Make your parks and plazas the envy of the country. Moderately increases land value around parks and plazas, but increases the budget by 20%. I don't think that's an issue. I like the idea that we could just boost land value that way. I think if we were able to make more money, like a 20% increased park budget, I don't think would be a problem if we were able to get a big boost to land value there, which would increase tourism, probably level up a lot of buildings, and probably give us a lot more income. I want to see that as a citywide option. Free transport across the city, as well as parks and recreation. Decreases happiness and increases health. I feel like a smoking ban would make a lot of sense. Pet ban over my dead body. Go fuck yourself. Significantly reduced risk of fire. Upkeep 5 per building. That's too expensive. Schools out. No. Harsh prison sentences. Doubles the usual prison sentences. You know, I feel like we don't have a crime issue in the city that we would want to go to a more punitive system. I think whatever we're doing is working. Turns out that providing people's needs does not force them into crime, and therefore we have low crime because we're providing for people's needs. Turns out that works. Prevention's the better medicine than just harsher punishments. It just further hurts people because they can't get back on their feet and they just end up in a worse spot than when they were arrested. And what's the only option they have at that point? It's the skills they picked up doing crime. All right, extra insulation. They require less energy for heating. I don't think that's relevant here. Helicopter priority. If there are emergencies in areas with this policy on, the services will always use helicopters instead of ground vehicles. I definitely think that adding a district over here would be good. This area is accessible. We're going to go ahead and have this one do helicopter priority. I might add a district that is the park, even though it already has a name. I hate that. I wish I could do this. But if there are issues in here, I want helicopter priority because there isn't a road available. They'll probably always use helicopter anyway, but this one has a road to it. I don't want them using roadways, especially because we have stuff that could pick up by helicopter. Just do it. So let's take a look at potentially the tourism center. What else is in here that we want to do? Prefer ferries? Oh. Yo, prefer ferries. Everyone on this yeah, this district should absolutely prefer using ferries. It's what the ferries are for. This district should prefer using ferries. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think these two might even be good for trying to suggest to use the ferry. They go down to the park and take it. High ticket prices. Raise public transportation tickets. No. Educational blimps. Switch advertisements on blimps to be educational posters to boost education slightly. No cost. What? Okay, I love the idea that the Apollo Square people would have educational fucking blimps over here. Nice. Recycle plastics. Would it be recycling centers work at 20% efficiency? Cost of 100 per recycling center per week. That's only like 400 a week. For a 20% boost in efficiency seems like a pretty significant advantage. Hold on, let me take a look. We've got what, 4 recycling centers? We need to set up a better recycling center anyway. Ooh, that is like a... Okay, that's more than a 20% increase in price, though. That's not proportional in value at all. Okay, let's take a look at some of our policies here. Let's take a look at some more policies. I want to get an idea of these. I haven't really looked through them yet. We've unlocked a lot more as we've grown. Prefer parks. Tourists in the area choose to visit parks more. Parks plazas in park areas draw 10% more visitors. It costs $100 per park plaza or park area in the policy area. That is a lot. We have a lot of these things dotted around. Parks are what I'm using to sort of get coverage on leisure, to raise land value. So this would be very expensive for us. Park maintenance boost. Increase the park maintenance vehicle shift length by 50%. But it costs $80 per maintenance building. Which I don't know that we have any park maintenance buildings. We probably should. Take a look at that. Increase mail capacity by 10%, 300 per city post-service building. Nah. For-profit education, I definitely think needs to go over here in the poor zone. They don't get options. Education building upkeep minus 50%. Cost reduces citizens' happiness. How much, though? I wish I had quantitative options here. Double the upkeep of public libraries. They organize a book fair. Increased happiness and entertainment within the public library radius. Wow. I honestly feel like book fairs would be good to do in like more suburban neighborhoods. You know, like a book fair over in Cocoa Terrace makes a lot of sense. We have a few libraries in there. I think we got 2. I can see one there and there. We got another one there. I'm going to try the book fair down here. It's going to double the expense of those libraries, but I don't think that's a problem. The city offers fishing licenses to citizens in exchange for a small amount of money. Increases all residential tax income by 5%. Reduces their happiness and increases crime by 5%. What? No. All right, taxation. Tax raise for low-density residential. Yeah, but they're going to have problems if we do this. This allows you to filter. Cat, if you don't have energy, but you have to play with Puppy, a ball does that very well. Throw the ball. Break your TV. Do it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. Tax relief, I don't really want to do. Let go of leisure. Leisure specialized areas stop generating tax income to get a hefty boost in their entertainment and attractiveness value. I think this could be strategic to have a couple areas that are like this to drive tourism up to get them in. And then they're very small, so there's just not enough for them to do there that's free. So kind of bait them in and then we just keep them stuck forever. All right, city planning, small business enthusiast. Low-density commercial buildings double their sales, but they become more expensive. I honestly feel like we'd be able to, in a good area, like the Coco Tourism Center, I think that small business enthusiasts could work here, but we're going to change it over to high density. Yeah, 4 per density building, high density building, but they double their sales. I mean, that can't be bad. Big business benefactor, fucking do it. Industrial space planning allowed zones industry to work even more effectively by overlooking a few work safety laws. Doubles the goods produced by zone industry building, but every building costs 6. Fuck it. We're making more money. Do it. Very good. Make it happen. Okay. Menacing honks in the distance. Oh, it's going to be great, dude. High-tech housing. Turns homes into much cooler, smart homes to raise the land value around them, but increases the land value and the cost. I am going to go ahead and make high-tech housing here in Apollo Square, but I know it's going to probably be rough. High-rise ban is something I've looked at. Ban high-rise buildings. Restricts buildings from being upgraded to the highest levels. Prohibits construction of tall buildings. Restricts the buildings from reaching their highest level. I don't know why you would do that unless you just wanted to control the height. Encourage biking. When the policy is active, most citizens will prefer bicycles over motor vehicles. I do think that in Diamond Park that would make a lot of sense. We want to encourage biking through this district. Coco Terrace, Sebastian Quarter, not really that much. No, Northwest Estates I think would be biking. Ban bike on sidewalks. No, we don't have any designated bike paths, so I'm not going to do that. It'd be cute if we did, though. Lightning rods. Cost 1.6 per building. Lower the likelihood of them catching fire during a thunderstorm. I think we're fine. VIP area. Any and all shelter policies in area are reserved for only the citizens living in the policy area. That's fantastic. Oh, combustion engine ban. Dude, Apollo Heights seems like they would like that. Only electric cars are allowed in the affected area except for the residents. Oh. Please note that this policy takes some time to have an effect. Citizens with combustion engine vehicles will avoid the policy area, but if they have a destination within the area, they'll travel to it. So the residents here are not allowed to own anything other than electric cars. Or they have to have combustion engine. They can't have combustion engines here. Huh. Everyone living in the policy area must switch to an electric car if they own one. It costs... Oh. I bet... So what's the impact there? What does that do? Anybody know? What is it? Does it have like another measurable impact on the city? Would we do that for anything other than paying for roleplay, which is not a problem, but I'm still curious. Zoned industrial buildings need to filter their waste, making them pollute the ground a lot less, but it costs money. You know, I want that. I like the idea that our industry can be run clean. Not safe, but clean. Boost connections. Outside connections in the area can handle more vehicles carrying tourists, increasing the amount of visitors in the city. This is going to be pretty... Oh. What's it cost? $10,000 per week. Applies to boats, planes, trains, and private cars. It costs $10,000 a week, but if we did it over in Tenerife, is it per district is going to be $10,000 per policy, or is it just going to be if we have it at all anywhere, and then it doesn't matter where we put it after that? Unlimited connections for 10,000, basically. Workers union. Okay. No, you stop that. I leave foobar open, and it receives that thing there. Reduces traffic noise of roads. Ah. Costs 2 per vehicle per week. If we're getting them to use, I think just having nicer streets would do that, and I do want to get nicer streets up there. I want to get tree-lined streets on the main thoroughfare, like the main roads. Once you get back into the neighborhoods, not so much, but any main road, yeah, I want tree-lined. All right, boost connections, not yet. Workers union. All right, the workers union has a strong presence in the city. It provides the workers with better benefits and increases their morale, but also reduces the tax income. Residential, okay, slightly increase adult citizens' happiness, but reduces tax income by 2%. Who the fuck bootlicking piece of shit wrote this about workers' union? Are you kidding me? Unions do the opposite. What? Okay. Automated toll. Ah, vehicles no longer need to stop at the toll booth, which makes passing through the booths a lot faster. We have a lot of these in Texas. Vehicles. I want to do a toll road on the highway. You have another lane where you're allowed to go 150 miles an hour, but you have to pay a toll to get on or off it. Oh, we have those in Texas. They're called express lanes. They're bullshit. They never exit where you want them to. They don't exit for like 10 or 15 mile segments. They're meant for long distance travel, but like, I always want to use one to get to the airport, and then I forget to go on it because I'm scared because I know the way to get there through normal highway. So I end up just going the normal highway. All right, automated toll. Okay, so what's its effect there? I have to slow down while driving through the booth. So if you have a traffic issue, this will exacerbate it, but you can make money. Reduces toll booth income by 30%. But it doesn't inhibit traffic nearly as much. So it's sort of a middle option between that and an actual honest-to-God toll booth. I do think that setting up an expressway between these two highway lanes, putting a third highway that's two-way, I don't know if that's a thing, putting a two-way highway in the middle of them that is a toll, specifically. And every on-ramp and off-ramp it would be a connection onto the main highway, but that expressway would be a toll. And it would have, I don't know, can we do that? Because I'm absolutely going to redo the entire highway start to finish, delete it all and do it again. If I'm able to get the expressway down the middle, because I didn't know if that would be a possibility. I wanted to do that from the beginning because that's very Texas highway. Hold on, let me do this. Let me see if I can change. I don't know, this isn't it. Junctions, routes. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how to change their speed. Is that something I can do? I know there's a mod that lets you do that, but I don't know how to do that. Texas highways are inflatable, that's right. We would have room to be able to push it over. We just have to put the service road, you know, under the bridge or something. Service road would just have to run a little bit closer, but there's plenty of room to be able to fit a lane in there. Maybe there's a mod that would let me do that, but I definitely like the idea of being able to put an express lane down the middle. Let me look at the highways real quick. Do we have a two-way? No, these are all going to be one-way. Unless a three-lane one-way. Fuck. But this is. Wait, hold on now. This isn't actually two-lane. Oh, it is three-lane one-way. Fuck's sake. I'd have to get these to go exactly parallel to make this work. So it'd have to be. Oh no. Well, it really would end up just being a two-lane highway, probably with sound barriers. Oh, one-way. I don't know. Here we go. A two-way highway with sound barriers is exactly what we're talking about with this center road. We could probably just use move it and kind of nudge the thing over. It would just be ugly. Okay. Two-way highway. This is brilliant. I wish we had two-way more lanes. Maybe we're able to do that. I just don't know how. The toll booths are multi-lane. That's fine. We have multiple toll booths to get them into the expressway. Okay, so let me just do some testing real quick. Let me just throw some stuff down. I know that I want to do toll booths. I don't know where they are though. I think they're here. This is a one-way large toll booth, a two-way large, which ends up being 4-lane both ways. I think a one-way toll booth standard. Yeah. This looks good. This is 2 lanes. So this is good. We could do like a two-lane two-way, or that could just be a slight expansion. God damn, dude, I wish they would just give me the roads I want. Like, why do we have a 2-way 1 lane, but we can't get a 2-way 2 lane? It's frustrating. Or 2-way 3 lane. Highways are just bizarre in this game. Yeah, this is good. This looks like it would be a good expressway. This is kind of how they look, as they have these concrete culverts. Perfect. Roll boost is where you can get sweet rolls. I hope so, Frackle. That sounds good. Okay. Well, I think we're just gonna have to live with our standard pre-express lane Texas highways. I think we're just gonna have to live with that. Okay, that'll have to be okay. It'll be, the highways are always gonna be the ugliest part of my city because I don't know how to do the on-ramps in the way that they look IRL. Because it just doesn't want to do it. The way that the on-ramp connects to the highway looks like you'd have to make a very quick fucking thing. The way that, shut the fuck up. The way that it works here is that they'll add a lane, or a previous on-ramp will add a lane to the highway. It'll go up to like 4 or 5 lanes. And then that lane will eventually become an exit only to the on-ramp that you can merge into to get off the highway. But that doesn't exist in here. It just does this awkward hairpin last second right fucking turn and hope to God you're not still going, because there's no room to slow down here. They just fucking keep going like there's nothing stopping them, which just feels bizarre. It doesn't feel natural. So I'm trying to get these things set up to a way that they feel normal. They don't. Kind of no matter what I do. Okay. I don't remember. We were looking at policies. Okay. We've got a lot of policies on these guys. I think I'm going to have to turn districts off in order to be able to see. I think there's a button for that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, policies. Let's take a look. We're looking at city planning right now. Fast recovery. Not worried about those. We're looking at this Industry 4.0. The new technologies alter the nature of the industry workforce. All industrial workplaces are for well and highly educated systems. Oh, yeah. Increases production output by 50, reduces workplaces by 30 in the zoned industry. Can you expand it to 4 or 5 lanes up to that exit? I haven't considered trying that. I suppose we can, like between these. Like this is where it would just be your standard 3, but it would be a 4 lane all the way through here. I don't know that 4 lane is an option. It is. A 4 lane, yeah, a 4 lane here. Let's go ahead and just upgrade this and see what happens. I mean, kind of. It doesn't end up making that much of a difference there. Unfortunately, but it is a good idea. Oh, it's a 3 lane. Yeah, I suppose this is an exit-only lane at that point. I suppose that is functionally an exit-only lane. Since there is no on-ramp to increase it to a 4 lane, we're just going to make it a 4 lane here. You can jog it with anarchy. I can do that. Let's just practice how this goes. The next on-ramp will make it into a 4 from that node forward. It becomes a 4 lane again. Until... nani. Fuck you. Yes, I can and will. There we go. There we go. Let's just see how this works. It's a great suggestion, Frackle. I hadn't considered it. Fuck you, anarchy. There we go. There, it stops being a 4 lane until we get our next on-ramp. There we go. Which really, there probably should be... I think this just goes the rest of the way. I don't want it to randomly go back down to a 3 lane again, but... we don't have reason for it to stay a 4 lane out this far. I don't know what is and is not 4 lane at this point. Yeah, I think this will be it. It's a good idea, Frackle. Let's see if it plays out the way that we want it to. Yeah, last second exit. Perfect. This guy crossed 2 lanes to make the exit. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's Texas. Yeah, look at that. They're merging into the exit only lane. Okay, I'm kind of horny for this. Oh. Oh, we've got it. Now I want to see someone merging on. Hold on. Like, it doesn't matter what lane they go into. Yeah, it looks like they prefer that first one. I know there was a mod I saw some time ago where at intersections you could actually choose the destination lane for each of these, where I could force these guys to try and stay forward, but then this becomes a merge lane. But not even really then, it just opens up. It becomes an exit only down here, but it's going to give you, like, in 1 mile, in 1/4 of a mile, you know, you're going to have an exit only. TPMS? I don't know if I have that. I might on the main menu. I'd have to look. I feel like I do. I don't know. I'm going to unpause, and our money is going to go very drastically in one direction or the other, and I imagine it's down. I feel like it's going to be very down very quickly. I do want to get this stuff rezoned, though, for high-density commercial. High-density tourism commercial. We have a tourism route, sightseeing bus that goes right around this. We have bus routes that will take them straight here. In fact, I do want to make sure we have a single route that literally is just the tourism center all the way up to the intercity train. Because there's a, well, they can get up on the blue line. This blue line lands there. They walk over to red. Red gets them like here. Gets there, they go to green, and then they're over here. Maybe that's what they do. I don't know. We'll see. We should see these buildings renew themselves. Like, redesign themselves. I think I'm going to go ahead and rezone it, though. City's making an upgrade. We have bought all of this property. Oh, shit, this stuff is already high density. It just never got changed over because it was a successful business. Huh. The designation's already there. The zoning is already there. It's been there. So, I mean, I think we could easily say, and I don't know, I mean, fucking actual city planners correct me, but can't a city make this plan and say, like, hey, 10 years from now, your lease is not going to be renewable. You need to start thinking about finding a new place before it gets pulled out from under you. And then we're like, well, shit, sorry. We told you that in 10 years that was not going to be there anymore, and now it's gone. We're going to demolish it, and at that point, we're going to start building brand new buildings there. You know, buy the property from them, but they can keep it for 10 years sort of thing. As a transition option. I'm seeing lots of people, but I have no idea how to know if any of these people are tourists or if they're just hanging out. Like, maybe we can look. Resides. Oh, that's a dog. That's a fucking dog. They're all residents. Tourists! Oh, low wealth adult. Fuck. Going to the company. What is the oh, here. You're touring here? I suppose you could. This honestly looks like a very Japanese building, like something you'd see in Tokyo. Yeah. It's so intricate. The buildings have fucking GIFs on them. That's incredible. Billboards are actually animated. Okay. You'd stop there? I bet you would, Frackle. Still no visitors here. I don't know. Can they not reach it or something? I don't understand. We clearly have people coming here. I can see them going in and out of the building, but I guess that's just visual. They're not actually visiting here. I don't know if our money has gone any direction. It is higher than it was when we made all these policy changes. There are no residents in this district. Good. Default style. Oh. Modern city center. Let's do it. Visually, let's change these over to modern city center. Whatever that means. Oh, shit! Here comes some new buildings, y'all. Didn't mean for that to happen, but here we are. Oh, Jesus. That's en masse. There they go. Oh, no. They're very small buildings. This is a very, very Texas building. That's a downtown Dallas building for sure. They're so small. SMOL. Unacceptable. They're highest level, too. No way. Okay, no. They're leveling up. Never mind. They start small. They're going to get taller. They better fucking get taller. I'm not going to accept this small shit. 8 inches and girthier than my fucking wrist, or I'm not interested. Come on. We have standards here. I'm judging you based on the height of this hospital over here. You better be higher than that. At least be taller than the fucking parking garage. Like, come on. These guys should have no problem finding workers. These guys should have no problem. You know, I do like that this ends up creating this straight straight edge here. Here we go. You know, where these businesses are really flush against each other, it definitely feels good. I just want them to be taller. Yeah, this guy is tier 3 now. Oh, I love that this guy's got grass on his roof. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, I hate it. I hate how short it is. I want this to be like the Pride. No, modern city center's gotta go. European? Let's go see what European looks like. We just kill these businesses again. Why the fuck not? It's not gonna kill me. I'm making 25,000 a week. Eat my ass. Let's see what European looks like. Modern city center? No, no, no. We're gonna go default. I might have to go in and... Okay, I'm gonna do this until it starts changing over what they're doing. I don't know why they're keeping legacy buildings in here. Default style. Fucking get... I'm gonna start just demolishing shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Your lease has expired. Please, go fuck yourself at your earliest convenience. There we go. We gotta have a little chaos. Listen, we warned them when the city began that their lease would expire in X time, and they had until then to figure their shit out. And look at them. They didn't. So now they get to pay the price. This is set up as European right now. It's almost certainly going to be impossible that these buildings get tall. I don't hate the idea that we have this European area down here because I think it might... I think it may feel more like a tourism area. It's meant to be... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the kind of... Oh, hell yeah, dude. My choice hotel. There we go. Hey, fuck yourself. You're going default again. Start over, bitch. Do it again. Last time I promised. It was never meant to happen this way. It's never meant to happen. Death, death, death. Who knows how many bodies were discovered in all of this? Like, honestly. Yes, tall boys. I want tall boys. There we go. Give me tall buildings. Why is this shit still here? It's not even a historical building. Default style, I want it redone. Get this commercial. There's no demand for commercial right now. There's a lot of demand for industry though. All that work to loop back around, I know, dude. That's okay. We'll get there. Hey, while that's trying to figure shit out, let's add some terracing. I don't think we need terracing there. I don't even think we need it along here. This is the area where we start to kind of need it. So I guess we'll add it on that side, but man, it doesn't feel like we really require it. Eh, whatever. Let's add it. Is it you? I think it was at the end of this, or maybe it was further off to the right. No, it's not you. So, oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, anarchy on. And yes, we're gonna turn our grid off. Everything needs to be off, basically. Let's go. There we go. Hey, Frackle, thanks for making the clip, dude. You're entered into the clip contest for the month. That's good. Okay, so we've got that. We'll use Move It to fix it. Sir? Hello? That's not what I told you to do. You're just backwards. What the hell are you doing? You always have to do it from the right left, and that's how it's supposed to make it work. And it does that shit. I'm angry. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It really wants to flip there for no reason. I don't understand this. Why is it suddenly being a douchebag? Maybe let's start from the other side. Start from here. Yeah, normally it would... It's gonna make it do that anyway. What the hell, dude? Damn, dude. I was hoping this might work. It's gonna make me... Oh. Very sad. Anarchy? Anarchy's on, yeah. Anarchy's on. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Let me Let me pull that back and see if I can get this connected again. Let's do this again. It's like maybe it's trying to snap to something. Like, I don't know. Fuck. There's some kind of rule that says that the right side here is down, even though so far there's been a rule that whatever I start pulling from, if I pull right to left, the railing will face the camera. That's why I pulled it this way. I'm not sure how to handle that. Yeah, I'm not sure how to handle that at all. Let's pull it further over. Let's like pull it like all the way down here. Oh. No, not you. You've got to be so fucking careful. If you're not careful, no, then that's gonna happen to you. It's fine until it gets like right. You know, I might just. Please, it looks so good right there. Just right there. Just let it live. Let it live, please, please. You know, if we. You know, maybe we do some. Oh, that's too far out now. You know, maybe we do something like that. And then this just lets it. Just let there be a God just once, please. Oh, come on now. May really just wants to fuck me. Oh. How close can I get before it flips? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking flip. Hey, Peeky Peeky. There we go. Good to see you, friend. That just looks good. Let it live. Let's just lower it. No, we're just going to pretend that that belongs there, chat. We're just going to pretend that that belongs there because my heart can't take it. All right, let's bring this up until it's almost under the road. There we go. Nice. Sorry, is under the road. But just barely. Yeah, beautiful. We just want to make sure that this is far away enough from the lower section that those poles don't look like they're sticking out of the wall for no reason. There we go. Then lower this down so the sidewalk appears. There we go. Get down to the edge. Here's our next boy. There we go. I love working on these terraces because this is just like, it's simple, it's clean, it's fucking therapeutic, dude. It's so nice. Unfortunately, there's no God, so I can't give any credit to anyone other than myself for making this beautiful. Ah, just look how nice it seamlessly goes in. Like, look at that. That's incredible. Look at the view we've got down there in their very, very tall buildings. What is going on down here that we don't have enough workers? Yeah, probably. The best nightclub, not enough customers. Well, clearly you're not the fucking best. Have you considered maybe that one's the best, idiot? The Octa Hotel, not enough customers. What are you kidding me? Fern lives there. Yeah, we've got some tall boys downtown now. It's starting to look a little bit like Miami, honestly. These buildings are maxed, but they're not tall. I think the ones that are not tall have to be destroyed, and then we have to do it again. I think that's what we... Like, let's set it to default, and then set it to default again, and maybe that will trigger it to update these buildings, or I just have to fucking kill them. I am but one Woomy. Yes, you are, but you're a good Woomy. Suddenly we have like 8.3 million. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna assume tourism. No, we're making like at best 700 bucks a week on tourism. What the fuck happened? Wait, we probably made a lot of money from our industry, which we allowed to become extremely unethical. Probably crime. Offices level 2. This is income from some offices. I didn't know the offices themselves made money. I thought they were just the thing that people went to. High density commercial zones are making 15 grand a week. Tourism is about 1,000 a week. For the tourism specialization, I see. Ah, okay, so we have some low density, level 3. A lot of level 3 high density, which is good. We have a lot of level 5 residential, especially high density. Look at this. That's the shit that makes our money right there. That's it. If we can support... oh, God. My leggies. Oh, yeah. Okay. We don't have the self-sufficient buildings yet. What a great track, dude. Oh, good. Glad cat. The puppy has worn herself out. Excellent. What are my biggest expenses? Is there like an outlier here? Fucking public transport's an outlier here. It's trains, man. 10,000 a week for that. I think we're gonna have to add more infrastructure for garbage collection too, but it's so cheap. That's fine. Monument upkeep is fine. Our income is largely, yeah, it's largely the residential by almost 3 times. But our commercial is making a decent amount of money. I think with time we'll get more tourism, but I want to take a look and see if we can get tourism numbers reported. That would be good. Let me take a look at this and see if we have increased. No, we don't. About 22 there. We were always looking at about 22. Our residents are taking the walking tours, but nobody else is. These tour buses, these routes fucking suck, apparently. I suppose I don't understand why. Let's click this and see if we can see these routes. We have 12 passengers on this one, which covers everything. Then this one is just around, but like it doesn't get to the... Honestly, setting up a metro station that's right in here, I think would be huge for getting this place to boost. We definitely need some more residential now. Absolutely guaranteed. What are we lacking? Merely educated workers. We have a lot of highly educated people. We need some slum dogs, dude. We actually need to set up our slums. Yeah, we need to set up our slum districts. Across the train tracks, we have like, not parks, but we're gonna have just areas that are kind of forested. And then on the other side is where all the poor people live, like right over here. We just relegate them off. We give them a really shitty, like 2-lane bridge over here to go to work on. Or maybe we make them take the train, actually. Yeah, I think adding a train station like right here would be good. And then just very dense forest throughout here, except for the roads. Yeah. The actual highest density area will be over here. This is going to be, and it's really only going to cover about this. I'm only expecting it to cover about that much. I want a university here. I might set up a zoo on this and do some more terracing. Whereas this ends up just being an amusement park. I like that idea. We do need an airport somewhere, I suppose. We could put the airport down here. Maybe down here would be a good spot for an airport. Not that close to the water, but man, we're really kind of running out of places to do stuff in. An airport up here wouldn't be too bad because you kind of are high altitude. You get this nice long stretch here. I suppose that could work. It'd have access to trains. You just have to trolley up there. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Let's just go speed 3. These guys are not operating not enough customers. Which means people aren't able to get to this district. That's the only issue. So this is meant to be... Ooh, seems like we're getting a bit of traffic through here. Like traffic. I wonder if we need to add more maintenance depots for road care. Ooh, no! Oh, Jesus! Hold on. Control Z? What did I just do? I upgraded this to a fucking highway. That was a misclick. I'm sorry, people. I didn't mean to ruin your fucking life, dude. Wasn't even trying to scare you. Yeah, this thing. It looks like our coverage is pretty good. I feel like maybe we could put another one over here. Accidental eminent domain. Oops, your house sucked. Guess you better fix that now. Hold on, let's put this back to regular. It's just your regular 2-lane street. I really want to start going through and upgrading some of these to be the streets with trees on them, actually. I feel like around the downtown area, like around that could be good. Because we can't do it here because we have to have a trolley bus line. Fuck it, I'm doing it through here. This is going to look so good through here. There we go. It'll reduce some of the noise. It'll be nice. Downtown Fort Worth has a lot of this stuff. think this road in is a major one that could see. Probably this center one down the main line would be fucking gorgeous if we put it in that way. Probably all the way out to the road. We want to give these guys a bit of throughput. I'm sorry, what? Why does that upgrade cost? Why? It's the same size road. Fuck your houses. Yeah, we'll have that one connect there. Oh no, it didn't need to. I killed those people's houses for nothing. That's fine. They'll live. Or they won't. Not my fucking problem. I don't care. This one I think should cut all the way through. Because this is going to be another high traffic area. I think this one probably as well. We're going to end up having every one of the downtown city blocks end up being tree lined. I don't hate that idea. At this point, there's only one that isn't. We might as well do it. The streets that go through a downtown segment are going to get. Or at least this direction. They're going to get it. This is a nice neighbor. This is a nice neighborhood we want to have. Yeah, I think that's okay. This one should continue all the way to the main road. This one should technically as well. There we go. Yeah, the eminent domain on these curved roads is super sad, but also they might as well upgrade their houses at some point, you know? They might as well get that upgrade. I think we... Oh, no. That's fine. They knew what they were signing up for when they came to live here, of all places. I feel like this is okay, because it's selecting the key wall, but it's not actually selecting the key wall. Okay. Because these main roads that go through the neighborhoods, I want to be tree lined. There we go. There we go. Like, this is a big one. This is like through traffic might go through here. This is a big one. This rounded way through here. This one probably is as well. I want the side streets to not have trees on them. But the big ones here, yes. There we go. This is a main road. Take this one. We might as well grab this guy down here as well. Yeah, I think that's good. This one for sure needs it. There we go. Get that guy as well. This is a nice long girthy boy. This one should also get it, but I don't think that upgrading this is going to do anything. I'm sorry, did that just make it a land? I'm sorry, what? There we go. In reality, the name of the town gives away what kind of life these little simmies are going to have. They're having a good time. They're having a great time. Well, this was a nightmare. I guess we can make it where it works, where we kind of taper that down. I don't hate it. I just kind of hate it. We need to make that feel more natural, but I suppose that makes a lot of sense that we'd want to do something like that. I found Fern's house. Oh, why did it do this? I'm not redoing it, y'all. There we go. I do want to get this, though. This line feels like it makes sense to do. Connects there. Makes sense to do that one too. Honestly, I think most of these are going to end up getting converted eventually, but for now, we'll take a look at just these. I don't want to do too much. Someone on YouTube is like, you already done it. It's already too much. Go back. It's going to be Snake's going to pop in and say that. Little fucker. Probably should have been this one. Honestly, fuck it. We'll do both. Diamond Park is meant to be the nice place. This is the nice one. It was meant to be relegated for the hipsters, where the hipsters live, but that's not what's happened. There we go. I'm gonna get more of the terracing done, but this is gonna be a fucking brain aneurysm, dude. Ooh, by the way, speaking of which, Let's drop that down 1 unit. Perfect. Man, this is worrisome. Yeah, I don't want to do too much. Click, click, click. I can't help myself. I can't. It's so nice. I wish the trees were bigger, but you know, it is what it is. No parking on those streets is a big thing that I like about them. There's no parking. People will have to park elsewhere or go fuck themselves is honestly the better option. Like, park on the residential street, sure. But not the thoroughfares. These are streets that I want to block parking on. Only cars that should be going here have a place to be. I'm sorry, is that 2 different ambulances? What the hell are you? Road maintenance work. Oh, good. I'm not worried about traffic because, like, we have these traffic lights set up and it's not backing up past the first intersection by the time it gets relief. And if it is, it's back here. This is normal for a downtown area. You're going to have 3 or 4 blocks of traffic that all just move at the same time, depending on how nice your lights are. But here, we have it simulated where the only lights are at those major junctions, and we just assume it's a green all the way through. Otherwise, that's how we have that going. And I like the way that that works. Look at our concrete fucking jungle, dude. Sorry, let me get off the street. I'll feel very tall now that I'm downtown. Damn, dude. Please, no. Where? Oh, sketchy back alley? Fuck yeah, dude. Where are the kidneys at? Oh, this is a nice little area for people working in the office. Nice. And dogs, I guess. Do not get bapped by a bus. Too late. I'm also lost. No, wait, no, I know where I am. I wouldn't, though. God damn. Look at this. There's no telling. Most likely thing to kill you in this city? Fucking bus. Look at it. There it goes. It's on the hunt. Almost got me, but not today. Who the fuck parked here? You think because you got a decent car, you can just park wherever the fuck you want? Here in Texas, that's the law. Look at this asshole. Oh, it's a hearse. Sorry. Papers. That man just got by a fucking bus. You got this big open field over here that feels very unnatural, but man, it is indeed a city. Dude, look at the red light district we got going down here. Jesus, that bus just took 2 dozen. There's so many fucking people. Christ. Good thing they're walking. There aren't enough cars for all these people. It's not enough road for all these people. Anyway, these businesses are going to be struggling to find customers, and I wonder why that is. I probably just need more residential to support them. Let's make some slums. They also need employees in a couple of them. So let's probably just design out some slums, dude. I think it's going to start out with some basic 2 lanes. And then it's not going to be too gridded, but it's also not going to be very nice. Like over here, Suckfuck Square was not meant to be a nice town, but it wasn't a bad part of town. Suckfuck Square is just a poor part of town. It's not like a bad part of town. Over here is going to be the part of town you don't go into. I'm not going to put any crime coverage over there at all. There's going to be 1 police district, 1 police office, but it's going to be like, I'm going to see if I can manufacture it to be sort of unable to serve the population, if I can. Because the other ones over here, we have very good coverage. I wonder if there's a policy for that. Delayed response. All right, let's do road length and angle. Oh, any dancers in chat? Let's start curving. I don't want to end this section just because we're up against the barrier here. Oh, listen to that clarinet, dude. I really like the idea that there are sort of 3 or 4 hubs, if you will. So they're going to be like 3 or 4 sections, and we're going to have it probably do something like this. This one's going to follow the tracks. Excellent bob, Steve. Let's try something like that as our main roads. I'm probably going to upgrade these. It's a 4-lane. 4 lanes, really? Also, I want to take a look real quick, just to look. Hear me out. If we were to get rid of the trolley buses, would these be things we could... Yeah, we could upgrade along here and have very few issues. Yeah, even for the commercial there, it wouldn't have a problem with that. Wow. The main street through the center of the city, then all the streets crossing are one-ways. Yeah, we have, in downtown Fort Worth, you get couplets. So every street is one way, but in the other way. Let's have that become a connection. Let's have that become a cursed ass connection, because that just feels nice. This needs to be adjusted, though. This is ridiculous. This was me just making roads for no goddamn reason. Hey, Shabby. Appreciate that, man. 10 months there. He says penis. Nice. That's excellent. Appreciate your support, dude. Thanks for the penis. There we go. Yeah, this is a much better connection if we do get rid of that. This isn't, remember, this isn't meant to be nice. It's meant to be functional. This is where we throw all of the poor people. And I honestly want this to be a neighborhood where we've got... Hold on, I want to do this. This feels nice. That's why I do most of the things I do, chat, but you knew that already. Let's do that. I think a connection halfway through here into that little triangle is where we can put our services. But that's about it. Maybe a little park down here. Not that they deserve one. There we go. I really am just adding random roads because I want this to feel like a poorly designed area later. Or an area that wasn't really designed at all. Maybe an area that was literally just thrown together really quickly because they just needed something over there. But they probably would do that with a grid, right? It's probably the opposite of what I'm doing. Cool. Let's do one more halfway here. It's going to come through there, and it's going to end up being what ties that back down to here is the last connection to the main road. I think this right here could be a good spot to get a connection. This obviously I feel like needs to connect down as well right there. Now we need connections to the main area. We're going to get these roads to connect even if they don't go all the way through. There we go. I think few connections as well. I think like this one would be good. Is that already bridging? It is. Okay, so we're going to have our connection be like right here. And then that's it. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna get rid of this. Why are people there's nowhere to go, you dumb fucker. Oh my god, the people living in my city are dumb. I mean, no, they're the most valuable citizens. There we go. I think that's good. Use these streets. There we go. In before Cocoa Road. We'll see, man. Thanks for the penis. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Shabby. Appreciate it, man. I feel like this is a connection. My brain wants to connect these two roads, so we're going to do it. Let's go up to, like, right there. No, I want it to be road guidelines. Why is it not? It's not really connecting very nicely there, but that's okay. We're going to get rid of this road so that it does connect nicely, because it hurts my brain. That's good enough. I don't want to keep subdividing it too much, says man, continuing to subdivide with no plan. You know, something like this, I like the idea that I think in the end it's going to feel like these roads are kind of thrown in haphazardly. Because I am not really putting any thought at all behind them. I do want to put in 4 lanes for a couple of them, but they're not nice ones. Actually, I might use industry roads over here. Just because aesthetically they're kind of shit. Oh, bike lanes. Dude, nice. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with the basic. Let me figure out what sort of my main roads are. I've got, I think, this one that wraps around, probably the outside will be a 4 lane that we're going to do there. A 4 lane in between. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I might want to reduce some of these connections so that like this outer road here ends up being actually a 4-lane that connects down here, but I also kind of like the idea that it's whatever the fuck, so let's just make it happen. We're deliberately not being deliberate about this area. This is where we're just going to throw in a bunch of high density, low education into low... Oh, I guess we're doing this then. Into low density, this definitely needs to go through. Low education as well, all the way across. This is where a bunch of poor people are supposed to live. I'm sorry, what? Space area occupied by what? My dick, perhaps? Hey, what even is this road? What has happened here? What the fuck was that road? Have I done that elsewhere? Why is this road different? Why is it bridging there? I don't understand anything. No, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll fit or I'll delete it. It really is a very simple process. And apparently they've decided that they want to, there we go. They've decided that they want to drive over here. I don't understand why. I'm not going to tell them no. I'm just like, I think they're dumb. There we go. Oh yeah, this road's an absolute clusterfuck. I love it. Okay. We'll see what happens with it. I feel like here that road could split and we have our another vertical, because I do want this to ultimately be the road that leads to the main here. Here we go. I don't know that we need that to be a main road. It's sort of every other one ends up becoming that 4 lanes. That's fine. Okay, good. I'm happy there. Okay. I wonder if taxi lanes would be good downtown. Too late to think about that shit now. Okay. This is all going to be like, there aren't going to be many trees over here. We're going to be making this area like super polluted and shit. I think a lot of our city services go down here. I don't care that they're high-level buildings. I don't want them to be high-level buildings. I'm not putting in parks over here. Let me put it that way. The land value is meant to be shit in this area. I actually want to see if I can get negative land value. The people owe money for living here. That's we want them to be in debt for being alive. I think I'm also going to have toll roads in and out. I'm going to... Oh, this is a bastard thing to do. The only way out of this neighborhood is a single toll road. Yeah, that's some kind of roadway. Yeah, we're just kind of throwing it together. The other ones have had some... They've been topographical, and then we've terraced after the fact. You either ride the train or you pay the toll booth. And we want to encourage these guys to go by train because we don't want them in here. We're trying to stop them from getting here. Yeah, I think we reduce our external connections by a lot. I think we have like this. And that's it. And I wonder if we even get rid of this. Or maybe, yeah, because the only reason this road would continue down here is to connect to the rest of this guy. Which maybe we could stick an airport down here or something, you know? Nice, Tyvox. Good deal, dude. By that, I mean horrible. We're going to have a pathway in. We're going to have a pathway out. That's how we're going to do this. I want a one-way. 4-lane. One-way large. It's going to be... Oh, yeah, this is going to be fine. With noise pollution, my favorite. We might have to move the train tracks, which I hate. It does kind of have to go here, though, but let's just delete this. Let's see if we can make that work between there. It's probably going to be too short because there's no God. Oh, he really does not know what it wants to do here. This is your way out. Oh, this is almost perfect. It's just a tiny bit too close. We're going to use move it to shift this back a little bit. That's fine if that's like a hairpin turn for a train. They can handle it. They're the experts here. done it. It needs water. Fucking excuse me? It looks like a nice entrance. It looks like from this side, oh, that's a nice entrance. We get to go to the city. And meanwhile, you're living out here in the slums. Every building is so short that you can see the city, but you're never going to really be able to get over there yourself. You don't belong. It really is the other side of the tracks, though, isn't it? Okay. It's going to be too short to actually do. They're not going to let me get away with this. Oh! It's a one. It needs to be a one-way, though. You can't one-way with a 4-lane. Why? So this is 4 lanes going one way, which is basically get the hell out. I can't make it any smaller. I can't make it a 2-lane. Interesting. So I guess we are going to have a... Yes. Excellent. A choke point. Get the fuck out. They're not going to go faster than this. They're going to be stuck at the toll. This needs to be a one-way as well. See, this is just bizarre to me, but it's kind of like you go in. It's backwards. You go in, you go this way, and then you land on your toll. You know, you can take any of the 4 lanes, because people in A and B lane are going to be fucking slow. This is like a toll tag only, and this is a credit card. 2 credit card lanes, 1 toll tag, 1 cash. That's probably how that is. Let's get this applied with water. We're probably going to have to expand our water availability. Get more water towers, and largely because they're going to be a noise complaint, I want people to be super fucking unhappy if they live over here. It's not even that I want them to be, it's just that we're just going to pretend that this is like an old part of town, that there's just no funding to make it better because the taxes on the land over here and the land value is so small, no one's investing in making this land any better. So there's no city value is going to be put into it. That's my perspective. It isn't profitable to take care of people. It is only profitable to exploit them. And if I can't exploit these people in a way that's profitable, or if investing in them is not profitable, and I can still exploit them either way, good. I'm not doing anything else about it. My demands have been met. Your bargaining power is literally leave. That's it. Everything else is against your favor. I get water down these main roads. There we go. Go ahead and get these. We're going to be weaving in dense neighborhoods throughout this. We're probably going to have some high density areas here in the middle. We're probably going to set this entire little, I think it's called a parcel. This entire section right here is probably going to be very, very high density. City services, and then suburbs around the rest of it. How did they get in if the toll's one way? I'm going to put another tollway right there. And it's one way, but the other way. We potentially get some traffic here on this corner of the road, but there's no reason for through traffic to be going through here. I suppose there is. We could see a traffic issue of people trying to get in and out of here, but I'm also going to allow them to have tolls onto the service road, so there are going to be multiple ways in and out. This is just like the direct path. But yeah, we'll have highway direct entrances, a tollway that goes over a overpass on this side, probably connecting into right here. Or probably connecting right here will become an overpass with on-ramp and off-ramp. And then we'll have a toll road probably between them right there. Shh. Go be looking in someone else's ear hole. Okay. Oh, this is the shit. I want the atmospheric, non-vocal music. I can't listen to other people talk while I'm talking. I'm fucking hard-coded to stop talking and be polite. Can't focus at all if someone else is talking. Which maybe next Thursday that'll be less of a problem. Haha, that'd be great. Dude, that's like 2 days from now. I can't believe it. Time flies when you're excited for things. Alright, there we go. There we go. Looking good. I know these connections can get expensive quickly. There we go. Let's get this guy to continue through. Honestly, it could just be one straight pipe. Nice. Straight pipe is not the favorite, but it does function. We like the bendy pipes. There we go. Every street gets a water pipe just makes my heart happy. Probably not how they do it IRL. It makes me happy, and that's all that matters to me. We'll let people that know what they're doing do what they're doing. There we go. And then we'll just add, as we add the inner streets, that'll be good. I don't want them to lick my ear hole. I agree with you. No, I destroyed that road because the toll booth is a building. It's a building you have to connect the roads to. So I did delete the road because it doesn't just get, you don't just tag a road as a toll road, unfortunately, you know, and then the booths pop up. No. It's its own building, which is kind of bizarre. Water availability, we're going to go ahead and put some more water towers out here just because I know that we're going to need it. We're going to put it over here. We're going to make like the Weatherford of the DFW area. We could put it kind of anywhere out here. I'm going to put it in the middle. Might build a park out there. It's just a shitty park. A large water tower, alternative to the water tower, which provides water source for areas that do not allow water pumping station to be built. I just don't want to draw water out of the river. I like leaving the river as it is. If we're able to pump it here, then we might as well, even if it isn't superior. If a building is constructed on polluted soil, the water will be contaminated. Okay. Requires a water drain pipe to work. Road connection not required. Okay. So let me look at the difference here. Upkeep 720 a week. This is 240, so that one is about 3 times more. A little bit less. Electricity costs about 50% more. And its output is not quite 3 times. So I think proportionally it is about the same. It isn't as girthy as I was hoping. I was really hoping for something taller. I don't want a bitch little pathetic thing. We definitely, I think, want to add one of these inland water treatment plants. Not right next to it, but like I do want to add water treatment over here. Yeah, I want an inland water treatment plant. This one causes a lot more pollution. Its upkeep is slightly less, and it goes through about 1/3 as much-ish. We're definitely getting more value here. We're just paying a little bit more electricity for it ultimately. Obviously, we want this away from the water treatment facility, but we are probably going to literally just put it like over here in the middle of town. And I'm going to put residentials over here, and if they're unhappy, fuck them, move. You know, this goes here. Yeah, I think that's fine. We need to get the water treatment in here. Our sewage processing isn't an issue, but it could be soon. Water availability is also a potential issue. I'm going to put a second tower kind of over in this area. Kind of over here. I will build around it. That's why I'm trying not to put it too in the middle, because I know we're eventually going to like shift it over. Let's actually just move it right there and plug in some pipes to it. And we'll build around it from this point. We'll let that be a little corner lot that just has the pipe on it, or the tower. So we've got 2 of those issues done. I'm worried about electricity eventually, but not right now. Not right now. Okay, so then I think apart from that, it's just going to be other city services, but I really want to get these small roads built and designated first. We should have pure water availability, and our sewage treatment should become very, very good once we get electricity over here, which we could go ahead and... man, I think I'm going to run a temporary power line. I don't love the idea, but it is kind of the simplest solution. Oh shit, look at that. Magic pixel. We've done it. Okay. So now it has electricity. I want to take a look at the topography throughout here. It's not that bad, but this area ends up having some. We might do a key wall on the back of this to let that lot sink properly. We might end up doing that for this whole service road back here and just push this back. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We just grabbed their land and told them to fuck off and move back. And they're doing it. They don't have a choice. And then we'll just put a key wall in there. We did level the land for them, you know. It's pretty generous of us. We didn't have to do that. Actually, I think this corner is going to dictate it. We let everything else just kind of go higher from there. We'll put our roads into the area. You know, all this landscaping that we're doing, if the city were to have done this for them, this all costs money and labor, especially the money part. But I think even if this is where all of the slums are, we should still build them in a way that makes sense. Like, grab the lowest corner in the lot and push it all back. Honestly, this is just for me because I want to see this even if it isn't thematically appropriate. I just want to see more terracing, and that's exactly what we're going to get over here. So that's what we're doing. I think placing the roads into the topography, you know, letting that altitude change be in the road, and then setting these lots to be nice and flat, and then just putting a key wall through in there, you know, terracing it out. I think it ends up probably creating some really beautiful zones. That's going to be a nice tall wall back there. There we go. Ooh, I'm enjoying this. Because even though we know that we're going to have the poor, uneducated people back here, we know that we're also going to get a whole lot more density out of these populations, even though we're going to probably have to have a second road that runs up along this. Like, it's not going to be perfect. But we can have the one main road into this neighborhood that just sort of goes through the middle and just does like a wheel spoke, you know, wheel spokes out from that point. This is definitely one that's going to have to get pushed far down. Ooh, it's going to be a big terrace. I bet we may adjust the land value for those that are on the higher tiers. As then we may give them a park or two and like pretend they're people. We might do that. I kind of don't hate the idea that there's that bridge there anymore because the bridge is probably pretty realistic to what we're doing. I wonder if I delete some of these roads and lower it and then put the roads back in as bridges in certain locations like this. So these people are basically living under the highway. Kind of like that idea. There's a lot of good things we could do here. And by good, I mean efficient and nice to look at, you know, but awful to have to live through. Hashtag not my problem. There we go. Again, I keep going back to the idea that I didn't think I would like this game, but here we are. I dream about it. I had a dream about this district ended up being like twice as big as I remembered it being, and then I was like, oh shit, we gotta do something with it now. Oh, look how deep that goes. Oh, we like that. We like that. You know, you could almost make the argument that this used to be an old quarry. You know, something like that. This entire development back here was a quarry. This is where all of the dirt and the soil and the sediment came from, and maybe Aperture Island didn't exist for the most part. But this is where all of that soil came from. They just picked it up here and they moved it off to Aperture Island so that they could build up these nice hills. Although this is an actual preservation zone, a conservation zone, so I suppose that this is not artificial. But I wouldn't be surprised to find that all this was the dirt that we picked up out of here and just dumped it out here. I think that's exactly what happened here. I think that's exactly the narrative we're going to go with. A special project to just dig up the fucking dirt and move it somewhere else. I love that these roads end up being so raised. I honestly probably would have done the whole city like this, but I'm just now discovering how beautiful this can be. We kind of did something similar to this over in the other area, over in Apollo Square. We kind of did something like that, where we allowed the roads to just go where it felt nice against the topography. But what we ended up doing is that we would have like, where we knew that this was going to be a divide, we'd put a road here, and then we'd put a road that we knew would be at the base of the cliff, far enough away to be able to designate some small houses. And we ended up sort of making the cliffs the defining aspect of where things went, whereas with this, we're going to kind of fill in the roads went first regardless of topography, and now we're just filling in. I think that's going to be super fucking neat. And what's interesting is that we know there's always going to be an entrance available to these neighborhoods because one of the 4 intersections is the foundational altitude of the rest of the parcels. So, like, these two are going to be the same here. And I'm wondering how possible it would be for some of these that end up, like, their neighbor is the same height. How possible would it be to get, like, a tunnel between them for a pedestrian walkway? Like, this is the part where we're going to start making, like, a fantasy city, right? Not that everything we've done so far has been legitimate, but, like, I've been trying to, like, really follow, you know, what might look natural, what might look real. With this, I'm really going for something that's more of a city sculpture at this point. Because this is my first city. I don't just want to do one thing and be stuck with that one thing and not be able to experiment and play around with other stuff. I think the traffic's going to get super hardcore funneled onto the streets by the certain intersections that are going to allow them to get into little areas. Like, this is going to be literally one street that just goes like bam, and then we put stuff on the other side. We're going to have our city services throughout here, so they're probably going to all connect to the road right there and then just have to get wherever they're going to go from that point and then just hope it works out. This is the lowest area, but only barely. Push this back. I think this is going to be the part of the playthrough where someone watching in the future is going to be like, well, that went left field. Because so far, I think everything had been a pretty fairly realistic tone, but it hadn't really been that way on purpose. Everything I wanted to do with the city was just play with terraces. And make a goat utopia, which was like an actual honest-to-God dystopia. But we can still have happy and productive citizens and then make all the money off of them. You know, at what point is it really a dystopia versus, wow, you know, that actually looks kind of good. Okay. This one really isn't going to do very much altitude, but we still want to be honest to the way that we're setting things up over here. You can't begin to imagine the flooding in these areas. Oh, yeah. No, you're going to need some real good drainage systems. They don't have those, but they do think about them frequently. They also talk about them a lot, as it turns out. I'd like to think that we had robust gutter systems that went, you know, on the side of these cliffs, so that it doesn't just all pool in here. Although if it does, go fuck yourself. You chose that house, bitch. Listen, again, I don't want the people living here to be happy. I want them to be productive. Big difference between those things. There we go. I need the lowest altitude. There we go. We'll get rid of the trees eventually, but I think I'll let the houses do that for me. We've still got some roadways to put in, but I wanted to get these cliffs in first. And I'd love to see City Planner Plays do something with terracing, but I'm sure somewhere in his videos he's done it. I'd love to see his approach to something like this, you know? Wow. Not that he'll ever know that I'm doing this, but like... I'm going to get you to move so I can do the terracing over there that I want to do. Alright, here we go. And then we can put it back, honestly. I don't care. I think this is a great little spot to be able to just put something in. It's going to fuck with the terraforming a tiny bit, but we can standardize the entire lot now down to that size. It's going to pull that cliff just a tiny bit, but the rest of it's going to be perfectly flat back there. It's going to look like it fits in just beautifully. And it does. One of these days we'll get them gutters. Yep, they've been promising it for 35 years, and here we are. Still no gutters. That should be fine for electricity, yeah. It just needs to reassess. Okay, so we've got these terraces set up. Now we just got to get this other toll road, which is going to be a fucking nightmare, come to think of it. We're going to have to do a little bit of terraforming to get this to be solid. Yeah, these aren't even the same height. God damn it, dude. Let's get that like halfway, maybe feather that out a little bit more. It's probably going to be the best we're going to get. We're definitely going to key wall this entire thing, because that's going to be good. Snicky boy! Thank you, man. 32 years of subbing. appreciate that, dude. We were just talking shit about you, actually, like 30 minutes ago. Appreciate the tier 1, dude. Thank you. We need to grab one of these. What's it? Is there an eyedropper tool? I'm pretty sure I saw a mod for one. Maybe I have it. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Let's go back into our roads and get our other toll road, but it's going to be now. It's going to be the one way going the other direction because we hate our citizens. Hate them. Yeah, we're going to have to get that train track to go up faster. It's just going to have to happen. Oh no, it works. We could just put it there. It just like, don't drive a tall truck. That's it. Again, citizens, go fuck yourself. You live in my town. Right, you're just going to be a straight one way. This is your way in. This needs to be reverse Uno carded. How do I do that? Can I do that? There we go. You can copy paste items with move it. Nice, thanks, man. Okay, probably need to do move it. Or sorry, just do this move. It's meant to be one way into town. I'm pretty sure that's not how this is going. Yeah, it's going, they're both going out, so I just placed this wrong. Let's just delete it. We have the money to be able to fuck around pretty comfortably right now. How do I reverse the direction it's going in? Just like that? Oh shit, yeah it is. I really want it off of here. No, that's good. Okay, so we need it to be going this way, so we are going the right way. I want it to be as close to that bridge as possible. I want this to be truly dystopian shit. I want this to be the kind of stuff you look at and go, God damn. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have a one-way. Just a one-way, no trees, nothing. Connecting you back into there. There we go. There we go. What time was thing? Oh shit, yeah, that should be about now. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, no, we don't want trees here. Hold on. Fucking blow whistle. We got him. There we go. The trees are only for the nice people. The wealthy people. Okay, so we've got this toll here. I'm gonna charge them $2 to get through each. Fuck you, I don't want you using these. I don't want you using these roads and tainting the actual traffic balance with your bullshit. We want them to go on the train, so we're going to put a train station in here. Honestly, probably should have put the train station there and just had it cross at the other side of this. It really probably would have been the smart thing to do, but it's not what we're going to do. I thought about having the train station here, which is what I really do want to do. So we're going to take... Train station will probably be right here. Let's be real. It's a straightaway. I can get rid of this curve and have this pull a little bit further back and then have this wiggle up into the trees. I think that'd be fine. Because then we can have a service road that goes from here and connects back into this curve. And that's where the train station actually goes to, and it makes it much easier. I like having my... I want to set up a parking lot too, but I don't know how to do parking lots. I probably will put a parking garage out here. You can drive your shitty car to here and then park outside. For pay, by the way. It's not free. Yeah, no pretty things free. That's right. We are going to have to get rid of this section here. The whole train line will stay, though. As soon as that bridge lands, we want to keep that on the ground. So we're going to have that be our ultimate connection point, but we do need to add a train station here. Train, there we go. Not a freight. We want a basic train station, but I want to see if there are other options for, like, shitty train stations. Probably none of the creator packs. The creator packs tend to be like nice or cool stuff. I don't want either of those things. Elevated bypass train station. It doesn't have to be ugly though. We could just put it right there with an entrance right on that intersection. You know, I don't hate that. I don't hate that actually. That's kind of exactly what I was hoping for. It's got parking and everything. Fuck it. This works. You heard her, dude. Take her to the sunshine. This lines up pretty well there as well. I think this just works. It's maybe the one nice thing they have, but God, if it ain't ugly. Jesus. This is not a happy place to go, you know? Oh no. These poor citizens, and this angle right here is so gnarly. Okay, we're going to have to figure out how to get this train to somehow loop into that. It's going to be an S-bend. It's going to be a hell of an S-bend. That or this train just needs to curve a bit more over. I think these people are dead. Is anyone in this train? Only 3. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. We can take... Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. From here, this needs to angle more toward this. Probably going over both toll booths, but further to the right. Okay, let's try and not murder people. Let's see if we have an opportunity here for something else. I really want to grab a bunch of this stuff and move it over. I know that there's a Marquee Selection. Let me take a look at this for a minute. Marquee Selection. I only want nodes and segments. No trees, surfaces, decals, props, or buildings. Let me see if I can select all of this. Don't want the road, though. If I do something like that... Oh, good. It does take it out. And then if I do this, let me just try this. Well, it isn't exactly what I expected. I do think I expected something else to happen. This guy's fucking stretching. Oh, people are going in the river for sure, especially this group. They're either going to Hogwarts or hell and nothing in between. Okay, let's get rid of this train line because this is already fucked. I know I could undo it, but... I think I could undo it. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to have this start to curve at this point. Don't worry about it, Snake. It'll be quick. They won't even feel it. It's only 3 people, too. That's well under our quota. We've got plenty more damage to... Oh, shit. Yeah, the whole bridge here. I didn't even have a bridge asset on this. I was literally just taking the train track. Okay, so we need to take... Probably from that curve is a good starting point. Let's go ahead and do that. What? Okay, Anarchy, fuck you. And we need you to adjust to angle, obviously. We want this to look good. And we want this to be a nice, long, curvy boy. Really want this to go to about here. I feel like is good. We can adjust the height with move it if we need to, which I imagine we'll need to. Oh shit, not really. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and snap this again. We want it to follow about like this. I don't really want it this close to the street. I wanted it closer to this way, but there's just no way to get that connection to feel natural unless we come in at about this angle. That's gonna be an angle, dude. That's gonna be an angle. I think that's about the nicest angle you're gonna get. Hopefully you're already slowing down in your approach as is. You know, we shouldn't have to worry about that. There we go. Looking good. That's fine. We can edit those trees, or we can just leave them as they are. I don't know that they're going to be an issue. I do like that we have literally the other side of the tracks, but the tracks are kind of just on the ground. That's fine. Yeah, I think that angle could be made by a train as well. I wonder if we even need this. The kind of overpass train that goes through the whole thing stops these roads from really being able to get by. And I like that. I think that's like part of the problem that we are making for these people. We are deliberately causing this problem, and I think that we need to honor that problem. I don't want to get rid of the zoning options here. Power lines are optional, though. Power is for anyone else but the people who live here, so they're going to have to figure some shit out. In fact, we're going to give them some residential power. Because this will jump. Actually, let's give them a nice little fucking substation. This is cute. Right under the tracks. People try to live here, but we evict them regularly. It will also give a connection between those two signs. Serving the function of a substation. We'll have to make a little tiny road to it. Okay. Should be connected. You should have... Well, oh, we have to directly connect it to water. That's right. That's fine. That's why we put you there. Okay, so now our sewage treatment should be perfect. Our water availability should be good once we get these two connected to power, but we're okay. These need power as well, which is a nightmare. But we're going to figure it out. Really, I should put like a substation over here if I really wanted to do something with that. I feel like a park right there could be good. But no one wants a park that close anywhere they live. Let's just do a substation. I think this would be enough. I think a little substation right here would be cute. We can make this a little industrial park area, don't let me forget. That way this guy has access to electricity. Yes! Pay the $2, you fool! $4 for big trucks. We are going to have commercial back here. They're just going to hate it. Okay, so we have a train station now. It needs power, but we have a train station now that is going to serve these people. We're going to have free public transit here so that the train is free. We want them using the train. If they want to take a car, they're going to pay for it. Allow intercity trains. I prefer it to only be used for local trains, but no one's going to stop here for tourism. Hopefully, we're trying to make it a barrier. You don't want to go in or out of this neighborhood unless you have to. The residents going to work are the only people moving. Otherwise, they're sort of quarantined here. Keep the poor in one place. Here we go. Because here in the Goat Utopia, we hate the idea of vertical mobility, and we know that the second that these people get access to an education or any quality of life, they're going to realize how badly they're getting fucked, and then we're out of a job. No, no, no. We have to keep them in the dark as much as we can. Not enough electricity. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's add one power line along the tree track. Tree track? Trunk track. Train track. There they go. No, turn off angles. You stop that. I feel like this is a good place to have a power line if you're going to have one. Just run it along the back of the train tracks where it's not going to bother anybody living there, you know, if you had to have these things. One on the other side of the toll road. One down here. I know we have the power lines that are... We're just going to have that stop there. It's a good point. Hold on, we got to move it. I don't know if it's available. Hello? Oh. There's our pole. All right, perfect. If you're going to have the lines, you might as well do it there. We're going to put some trees over here as well, especially on the other side of the tracks. We want to block this noise from coming into this residential neighborhood. It's not going to be something we can totally get rid of. You're going to hear the train horn in the middle of the night, but we can still put some tree line here to help, you know, mitigate some of that noise. But this is also like just barely out of the poor neighborhood, so fuck these people entirely. They have gone too close to the sun. Okay, we don't need to terraform this. I think we leave this as a forest. This entire block section is going to be forest for the most part, so we can just leave that. That's why I didn't do any. That's why I didn't do any terracing throughout here. We really want that terracing to be for inside these neighborhood areas. Okay, so let's start planning our roadways, and they are going to be heavy parking. I am honestly considering gravel roads. Because if we want to go with the idea that this used to be a quarry, or this is what's remaining of a quarry, or I don't know, any number of things. We could also have roads that go from here and end up there. I would love to have a tunnel that goes under there. Maybe a tunnel that eventually connects up to here by the train station. So these guys don't even get on the road. They just go through a tunnel, like a 35-minute, not a 35-minute, like a 5-minute tunnel ride. That could be good. Have the tunnel come up here and have to do a loop around to be able to get into this. Maybe it comes up along this thing and then it just spits out up onto this service road that then goes there and connects across there. That's a cute way to do that. I think each of these could probably have a connection to the tunnel. Maybe they don't have... Oh, maybe these guys don't actually have connection to the main road. Maybe they're only connected through the tunnel. No, but it is a cool idea, isn't it? Don't say no, chat. You know what? I'm going to use industrial roads. More noise pollution? Hello. Perfect. That's what we want. We want industry roads, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna go angle, road length, guideline. Yeah, fuck it all. Okay, I do want this to be curve up that ends up going sort of perpendicular into the... Yeah, I want a tunnel here. But only once it hits the thing. Let me see how this looks. Oh, it's cutting, dude. Ooh, it does not like that. Wow, is it really trying to connect up to that other city? What the fuck have you done, City Sky? Oh, I have Anarchy on. Okay, that probably explains why it's trying. It's doing its best to try and accommodate my bullshit. That was pain. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. If we go up here, then we should be able to cross it if we do a deep enough tunnel. Like, that's fine. It just, like, the tunnel, it wants to do the tunnel further back. Which is, honestly, a shame, because this is just beautiful. The tunnel would have to go there, otherwise it's too high. There we go. Very, very sad times. I still think I'm going to try and figure out how to get a tunnel in there, because that sounds like a fun project. You know, what if I bridged this? Hold on. Hear me out, chat. Listen or perish. But these two segments right here, hear me out. We are going to do this. Push that back. We put our tunnel entrance right there, and then we fill over it with land again, and then we put that back as a bridge. There we go. Well, thanks, Aspen. I try to have a good mix of the two. I think we're doing an alright job with it. Alright, let's see if we can make un tunnel. There we go. There we go. Okay, fuck you. Don't do that to me. I mean, it looks like it's suspiciously trying to go up still. I do want it to just be an honest-to-God tunnel in the side of the wall, and I'm reminded, I think we have something like that. Yes, yeah. Oh. Hold on. Fuck you. Okay, listen. It's a tall boy. Put this tunnel entrance right in there. What if we do anarchy? Does it let me do spooky shit? No. Put that tunnel entrance there. Okay, let's just see. Is that just an aesthetic thing? Like, what are we doing here? Space already occupied. It does not like this. Yeah, that's not a real thing, unfortunately. This tunnel doesn't actually... Like, it does, but it doesn't. If we did... Okay, listen, we could do this to cover up the underground tunnel as it, like, goes down, and then it comes over to the other side. Like, we could do something like that. I do like that idea. Man, I'm really fucking determined to get this tunnel. I shouldn't be, but I am. I think I'm gonna let it go. I think I'm gonna let it go, and then if somebody else has a better idea, use move it. With the tunnel entrances... Okay, so let me just try what I think you're suggesting. Let me try this. Yeah, make a tunnel and try and use move it. That's exactly what we'll do. I think it's a good idea. I hadn't even considered the obvious answer. Thank you, June. Very helpful. Yeah, right there. The problem is, though, that, like... I don't want it to end up there. I want it down, but I don't want it to be down there. I want the tunnel entrance to be the side of this hill. Maybe it needs to be more gradual. Maybe that's the problem, is that it is a sheer cliff. Maybe we need to taper this down and use feathering, and then maybe it will be a little bit better. Let's try and do that, and then we push the dirt in on either side the way that it needs to go, and then we connect it to the other side. Yeah. Maybe we start a street here, by the way, as well. I mean, seriously, just do something like whack and then bring this over here. Because this is what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, fucking Christmas music? Get out of here. Remove from this playlist. Next. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to let that happen for sure. But if I go halfway through, it let this happen. That's fucking crazy. Let me try just real quick, see if I can get, because that's going to have to go into a tunnel like, immediately, right? It just doesn't have the choice. Let me put it here. And then let's just pretend we live in a world that hasn't got it. We're going to make this work. I mean, the tunnel entrance does come. Anarchy? Ooh, God, that road is having brain problems. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. It just... Because nothing collects rainwater better than a fucking tunnel. This road just doesn't exist. It's all underground. It's all underground, all of it. Okay. I just don't see this working the way that I want it to. And that's okay. I'll pay for my sins in time. Not today, believe me. But in time, yes. Okay. We'll do this. Just pull this back out. We'll get our nice road back. Fix our terracing. The tunnel idea is cool. I don't think even with Move It, it's going to work the way I want it to. I think we're just going to let it go. Okay, I am concerned, though, that this entire roadway is going to be a fucking nightmare now. So we need to probably fix all of that and just see what happens if we try and build the road there now. Because this is meant to taper down at that point. We want the roads to taper. We don't want it all built on flat land like this where it suddenly goes up. We want to take that and like pull it out halfway and then feather it. That's about what we had before. Maybe a little bit more. In the middle there. And then more like halfway down, pulled this way. See if we can get that to go back to the way it was. Let's get a 4-lane. Let's make sure we're doing this with angles. We want to curve in right there. Oh, the bridge. My soul hurts. Okay, we need to raise this up is what needs to happen there. There we go. Perfect. Put you there. Hopefully no bridge. This might be permanently fucked. We're gonna hope it's not. Not permanently fucked. Only marginally. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and do this. Get that nudged back and cleaned up, and the rest of this. Get back where you belong, peasants. There we go. Ah, oh, good. It's like a fucking good back rub, dude. Oh. Okay. I love the sheer cliff. You may hate the sheer cliff, but that's just a sign of bad taste. It's excellent. It's going to work out well, too. We could have, like, our poorest people live down here. Maybe the only wealthy people over here live down there. Maybe that's where all the city services are. I don't know, man. But let's go ahead and get our streets set up. I want 2-lane, not 1-way. I like the idea of 1-way, but no. Stop. Okay. We're going to do, yeah, loop-de-loop. I do want this to be sort of the midway of the neighborhood. I think that's a good midway as well. Take that just most of the way down. I'm going to pick, like, good points to branch off that's going to allow me to have zoning on both sides still, but we are not zoning this, so we want to zone up against the cliff, but not too big. We want some of these to be small houses. In fact, most of these are meant to be small houses. We also do not care if it's, like, perfect zoning of, like, squares and stuff. In fact, I think it's better if it's not. Small street there. Maybe we put a school or a library. Another jokes. Okay, we could probably get a nice street connecting there. I don't know that we need one at the base of the terrace. I don't think we do. I do want this pulled a little bit further up, though. I think that's the way to do it, is just get a couple spokes coming off the side. And then that's going to be close enough that I think it's going to work. These are meant to be shitty little neighborhoods. I mean, they're meant to be god-awful. They're meant to make you sad. They're meant to make you afraid of becoming poor. That's their function. No, no bridge, you dick. Surely you don't need it. What are you doing? You don't need a bridge there. You stop that. There we go. This is a lot closer to what I'm looking for. Let's get there as a curve. Let's pull this down and get that zoning where we want it on that side. Good, good, good. And then we're just going to put ribs up here. Oh, yeah. That's awful. Jesus. We love that. Excellent. Oh, I love that. That's horrible. Jesus. Okay, painful. It should be painful for the people who live here. That is the goal. They deserve pain for being poor. Okay, let's do that. It's a good first street in, man, I'm telling you. Almost every one of these little segments has it. Okay, let's do that. Let's have this guy pull out that way. Good, that's gonna get a lot of good zoning in there, which is almost a shame. Okay, perfect, we can have that, and then it's just gonna pull just straight down, a nice little connection there. By nice, I mean awful, but it's what we need, which is what makes it nice. Probably right here is just gonna go up into a cul-de-sac. God. Ooh. It hurts in my bones. Good. Oh, well, there we got those. This section over here is ready to go. It likewise is going to pull from this corner. There we go. Yeah, we're doing a pretty decent standardization of how we're manifesting our zoning through these areas. By manifesting, I mean specifically that we are summoning it from hell. Okay, good. These areas are going to be a little bit easier to do. We probably have a couple places we could bring a street in, which at that point I think we should. Like, we could probably do like a little square thing going through here. Because remember, we're not going to have anything designated off that road. These roads really are here to be the things that designate up against that key wall. Oh, like right there could be a decent connection. Oh, God. Ugh. It's awful. I love it. You know, it's almost like someone who has no idea what they're doing came through and tried to make this look good. Look at how many intersections they have there. That's actually a pretty nice little setup there. That's not so bad. There we go. I want to pull that a little closer. We're going to have to really manage these intersections because as much as this is meant to be a nightmare hellscape neighborhood, we still want it to be functional enough to be able to get people in here and living. Or as close to it as we can afford them to have. Here we go. That's good. We'll have a little bit of space back there. You know what? No, fuck it. Space is banned. Oh, God. Okay, that's going to be fine. We do want this to be the awful part of the neighborhood. Like, honestly, if you haven't seen the rest of the city, we have a beautiful city. We are making a city of terraces. We're making a city of wealth and riches and tourism, and it's beautiful to walk, and we've got dogs everywhere, and the buses are a little bit overloaded, but man, we're building an actual honest-to-God goat utopia. However, every utopia has to be built on the back of people who were too poor to get out of the slums. They'll have waterfront property, though it floods. They'll have to accept it. It is the only option we give them. These areas definitely are going to look nicer than these down here. This is absolutely going to be the rainwater gulch. Jesus, imagine living down here. Honestly, it feels like it'd be really cozy. You didn't hear that from me, though. I am volunteering for that shit. Okay. Let's get some more roads. I do want to get all this done because we're going to be losing money on the city services once we put them in. We might as well be ready to get designation going. As we build this residential, we're going to start getting a lot of uneducated workers, which are going to be able to work in these areas very well. And at that point, I think that we're going to have a bit of an economic boom, which is really what we're looking for. I want to have enough money that I never have to worry about it again. We had that for a while. I want to get there again. Yeah, we'll pull that right there. That's a beaut. That's delicious. Oh, that's a good one too. Okay, right there is fantastic. A little bit angry there on that turn. That's fine though. Make it happen. Oh Jesus. Oh no, we're doing it again. It looks like we're trying to spell out letters for fucking aliens, telling them do not land here. Big mistake. Free humans, maybe, is probably what we'll spell out in the streets there. Free to a productive home. That's all we care about, honestly. We're honest about our intentions. We tell them boldface, you're just gonna be a slumdog. Not a millionaire, just a slumdog. You know. We can pull that further down. I do want there to be at least some decently sized buildings in here. Some, not too many. They're going to start to get ideas, which is always dangerous. We want them poor, uneducated, and absolutely lacking any creativity. Creativity is the enemy. I kind of want to fuck this district up and do that. Oh, kind of like that idea. Not going to do it, though. There we go. This honestly does sound like an X-Files theme or something like that. We're going to be getting told about some spooky hotel. Some area where they can't demolish it because of city policy. So it's haunted. I do think I like the idea of there being some bridges that get you up onto the streets from here, but I also like the idea that, fuck it. I'm not putting a bridge there. That's not happening. Bridges cost money. Probably could get this one designation through here if we... Yeah, like that. Nice. We need to get this power removed. Run our power lines around the outside so that we can get these zones to look proper. I'm so sleepy. I woke up really early today. I don't know why. Why? My phone rang and I answered it. That's why, but like, I don't know why I didn't go back to bed. Fucking sad times. We have a lot of on-level connections here. I think we'll make one here. Probably connected in there, yeah. Have a connection there that does like this. I think between those 3 connections we should have it. Oh, it bridged! You stop that. Ew! Okay, now that's gonna be too high. Never mind. This road is gonna be something that connects probably like this. It still wants to bridge right there. Wow. Okay, I guess these are the 2 connections you have. You're lucky you have 2. The people in the district below you don't have 2. They have 1 and they're lucky to have 1. I almost gave them a fucking tunnel. So don't you go bitching to me about your streets are inaccessible and they flood constantly. Fucking cry about it. I don't care. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's some pretty good zoning right there. We're gonna have some great zoning through this area. It looks a lot like this one. We're finding a lot of success where we're able to get just like 2 big bands on the outside. Then we connect the streets rather than having a lot of little cul-de-sacs. It'd be nice to have a proper cul-de-sac asset. Oh, we're gonna be doing some cul-de-sacing down here for sure. Huh. Looks like we're gonna have to come in more on this angle. Oh, it really wants to bridge no matter what we do. Which is weird. Oh no, I know why. I'm a fucking idiot. For some reason it tried to make the altitude go up. Like, I don't know why it's doing this. Let's just pull that all the way through and see what happens. Bizarre. But I don't hate it. I want things to feel a little fucky. Okay, that's a little too fucky though. Okay, we're gonna have to go in and probably do a little bit more landscaping to push this back. Because we're supposed to do it from the smallest point, which I think is this is the lowest point. Yeah, it is. We were doing it from that right corner there, which is not right. I know it's only one topographical line there, but that's an important difference. That's going to force a bridge. There we go. Smooth that out like a golf course. We're going to fuck it up later. Don't you worry. I'm not even telling you how we're going to fuck it up yet. I'm very excited about it, though. Okay. I don't really want to be building roads that close to the terracing. Not that it's going to take any effort at all to fuck these roads up, but yeah. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Nice. It was anarchy being oh yeah, we're on anarchy. We shouldn't need anarchy for this. We really should just be building normal streets at this point. We're not doing any, like, really cool stuff. We're building a horrible little neighborhood that's going to be so... I think I want anarchy back. I think I want anarchy. I'm so... Why? That's so sad. Yeah, I was happier when anarchy was here. Hello. It didn't build that street. Not that much anarchy. There we go. Yeah, these sort of A shapes right here have been really good. The few times we've been able to do stuff like this, like in there it's worked well, it's worked well right there, right over here it's worked well. We almost did something like that over here as well. I think this ends up being a really, really good setup. These cul-de-sac shapes are going to be so sad for people to have to drive down and like actually live with. We're going to have the water towers over here too. Oh, the poor babies. Oh no. They have such a sad little life over here. I'm going to force you onto the ground because I don't know what you're doing. Ooh, God, that's nasty. Okay, get rid of that. Ooh. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, oops. By oops, I mean I meant to skip song, not kill it. Okay, hold on. It really wants to put a bridge there. Let's go see what we're doing here. We may have to bridge into this one. I'm not opposed to it. I just hate it. Like, why? It goes from level to not being level at all. Let's try that. What if we just fix it ourselves? Because it really wants to fuck with things. I think this is how we fix it. What's with the fucking horn? Horn? Alright. This is a bit of a jam though, I'll be honest with you. I like how it's right on the edge of meme music. Like it's right there. There we go. That's good. I think that's going to get us the connections we're looking for. City service is going here, but we're still going to put the streets down. Still going to put the streets down. We're placing this probably in just a big triangle. Like, honestly, we are just probably going to do a big triangle with maybe one line in between. One line that goes like this, maybe. And connects there, forehead. That's a little rough. I do like the idea that that goes up a little bit more, though. Give a tiny little bump there. Made to be able to get these guys out. That's actually not a bad area if it has to be set within another area. All right, let's fix this one. We're going to be able to just mass swath out some zones. We are going to have low density commercial through here, by the way. Why would you do this to me? I think it's trying to force it to all be the same altitude, but actually that's stupid for me to even say that because, oh god damn it. It's gonna bridge? Why? Maybe if I get rid of the bridge only and I try and connect these roads, it will just be like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, bro. What are you doing? Fuck it, it lives there now. I don't feel like fighting it anymore. We can still get what we need done. There we go. Okay, good. Now we've just got to get this one over here, which I imagine is going to be a nightmare as well. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a full-on fucking nightmare. We're just going to let it live. I'm going to let it go. There was a time to care, and that time has passed. I'm sorry, fucking excuse me, what? What are we doing here? Stop that. It's being funky. It's probably the anarchy, but I can't help myself. There we go. I like that we have actual bridges in. I was so tempted to have tollways in and out of the neighborhoods themselves connecting to the main street. You have to pay to leave your house. There's a taxes on freedom. God. How fucking evil is that? Perfect for the goat utopia. Oh, if we can get that curve to be perfect, that'd be nice, but obviously it's not gonna work, so that's fine. This is probably gonna be our biggest individual section, isn't it? Can we get that connection nicely? Or we can. I might get rid of this if it's gonna bridge. He sees that side. Perfect. Yeah, it's just, that's it. One right across there, I think will make a lot of sense. Perfect. And we have a tiny little cul-de-sac for people who want to be very sad. Okay, so we've got all of that roaded out. That neighborhood is filled in. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. I'm going to leave it open in case we want more city services than fits here. We can also do some other stuff. Like I want to do like a water treatment plant over there as well, maybe. This is where I think we could put a lot of our city services right in here. It's going to be connected to this neighborhood. We could put other city services like down here, or maybe on this small island over here is where we could put some down here. Would not be a bad idea to serve this neighborhood, but I think we can move a lot of this stuff over here because we've just got it plopped down here because we need it. But like we've got space now to be able to put this stuff in there, especially because it produces noise pollution, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. Noise pollution, our favorite, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this little space here for noise pollution stuff. Yeah, I mean, just like that. Yeah, I think that's good. We do want to do a street that goes across the highway, which really was going to be this guy, and I'm starting to think that we probably should have done it a little sooner. Making this whole thing a 4-lane is going to be a nightmare now. But this is the perfect place for an overpass to get them onto the highway and connect up to the rest of the city. I think we have to do it. I thought I had done that already. Apparently not, so we're going to suffer together, chat. It's not that bad, actually. It's pushing the terrace out a tiny bit, but it's better to do it now than once we've actually invested in this land. Not that we're going to invest. That's not bad. There just won't be very big houses on that side, or none at all, which is also okay. Both are acceptable. Okay, so I want to designate residential in a very deliberate way. We're going to paint with it. I only want the stuff that's coming off these small roads. I do not want the main road getting designated because it will become a fucking nightmare, dude. So we're going to paint a line of houses that we want built along here that will hopefully be able to spread their power across the road. Oh, will you stop? Remove from playlist. You stop that. Okay. Let's get this guy set up along here. Tiny, tiny houses. We're probably going to have residential power lines running down this. That's okay. I am not opposed to that at all. We are going to have commercial through here, and I think that this might end up being like a commercial area, actually. I want to be careful where I'm placing this, because I'm placing it for power throughput, but honestly, hold on, never mind. I have countered my own argument. We're going to not do this. We're going to be very specific about building each one of these groups out. If we need power through here, it's because we need these power poles specifically that are really shitty and will look great on the side of a residential street where we don't like the people. We're going to turn off all of our snapping. We're going to put them wherever the hell we want. I said we're going to turn off snapping. We're going to... There we go. Its only problem is going to be if we do build it right on the road. We can start with that power substation. I think that's fine. But if the substation connects, then I don't want the power lines. The substation does not connect, but we can have another small substation like right there behind that guy's house. Listen, he chose the cheap house. It's not my fault. There we go. Now it connects. And now this power line will connect as well. Okay, so this guy needs to move out a little bit. We want it on the side of this main road. Houses are not going to go here. So we don't have to worry about knocking out the zoning along here. We just want to get this where it's in that first cell. It's going to follow this main road as it goes through. This, I say not even main road, just more central road. Across the street there. It's kind of like world building if you're writing a story. It doesn't have to be realistic, you just have to be consistent about it. People will accept shit that is incredibly unrealistic, like zombies exist. People will just accept it. If you are consistent about the rules as to why they exist or how they operate, people will be just fine with that. People will not have a problem at all accepting your sort of supposed reality. And I think even in this game, people are going to be more than happy seeing me do things that are entirely unrealistic as long as we're consistent to our theme, which I think we are. We're building a goat utopia. It's not a utopia. You may have discovered this already. The people who moved in found out a little too late. They signed the contracts. Their soul was sold already. There we go. We're just going to route this power line, really honestly, just wherever we want it to go, and it won't impede any of the zoning. That guy needs to be moved. It won't impede any of the zoning because we're not going to be zoning off of this main road. There we go. And this creates, to me, what feels like a very old school part of town that has these power lines, and I do want to run these down every street, ultimately, all these major streets. Not the small ones, but the major streets. Yeah, I do. Because I think they just feel nice. I think it just feels nice to have them. All right, let's take a look at our emergency service coverage. We've got basically nothing over here, and they would have to pay a toll to get through, which I think is great. Okay, we're not putting any schools over here. We will have cemeteries, and we'll have a crematorium probably is really what we're going to have. Probably 2 of them. And they can, well, we could probably make this a nice little district to put a crematorium in. I mean, if there ever was a nice district for a crematorium, this would be it. It's just that it kind of needs to be off of a center road. But it can't be. Not anarchy, I do want it to fit the rules.